What about the tomato sauce? Okay, so first thing is the attachment food, yeah. Okay. All the那还有还对呀，做all the 切呀，把它上去，停住，我买去买。还是我送啊
11点到12点。
？OK。So. Yes, yesterday we supposed to discuss the assignment, but never mind. Then we are going to discuss the assignment. Who is the main student here? Main. What do you call it? Who is not? Who is repeat and receive? Receive no. Who is repeat student? 1, 2. No. Okay. Student. Okay, so people. Okay, yeah, for English student, yeah, may I know your name? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so thanks for coming. Hey, where is Emma? Where's Emma? There's somebody else. Then send. Okay, now is on week 5, Friday before 4 p.m. as usual. So no submission, no late submission, time to be late. Okay? And you are required to group yourself into a team of 4 to 5 students. How many students? 22. I just take as 24 students, right? 22. Okay, 24 students. So you need to group yourself 24 students. 24 students means 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3. 5, 5, 5, 5, 4. Right?
Last time one group is
And then one group is 24 students. Okay, now. Okay. 5 students, 6 students. I don't know if it's allowed or not. Then if 6 students, then how come is some groups accidentally got 4 students then now?
4 groups 6 students.
Oh, 4 groups 6 students.
4 6 students.
Is it okay? Anyone? Please raise your concern. Please please raise now. After that, don't mention about after that because yes. Any question? 6 students, 1 group. Wow, I see. Different people think different things. Okay. Okay, like this ask row by row. Okay, 6 students. Okay, at this row. Any concern? Any concern? 6 row. 6 row. 6 students. Any concern? No. Decide. You must decide now. After that cannot change anymore. Okay. Then decide. Okay. No issue. Decide. Okay. Then decide. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Then I will change the pressure. Group yourself into 5 to 6 students. Okay. Then, the passing mark is 50 marks. This one is 100 marks. Okay. So the passing mark is 50. Okay. Now, and what you need to submit is a design document, okay, where the document found me, okay, you need to put, because yours is only 1 tutorial group only, okay, then you just put tutorial group as a few, group 1, okay, group 1, your member name, okay, all the member name, okay, so the example, group 1, okay, like this, okay, so the paper size you use is an A4 size. I don't need to print out, just mention about the A4 size today. Line spacing as default, 1.5 spacing. Font is 12 point for written description. All the font is 12 point, understand? Just that the title is boldface to do already, understand? Okay? So no need to spend time to figure out what is the font size for the title. Everything is 12 point. Just title is boldface. Okay? Now what you need to do is the assignment task is a very interesting one. Okay? So there is a company called AMS. Okay? It's a wholesale company. So you are required to do online sales and inventory system. So this system, this company consists of small branches located in other countries. In considering the factors of scalability and expandability, the software architect has decided to use microservices architecture. Go and study what is meant by microservices. Okay, go Google. And at this moment, the sales and stock management actually is inventory are crucial for the company. Based on the scenario above, separate each assignment team into 2 small groups. 6 people separate into 3 people, but you are still in the assignment team okay? So assignment team, each team 6 people, separate into 2. 1 do sales, one do online sales, 1 do online inventory. You get me? Okay? And then to each member of each group, let's say 3 members, okay, let's say 3 members is doing sales, 3 members is doing stock or inventory. So each member is responsible for 1 microservices. Understand? Okay, 1 microservices. And each assignment team need to construct the software architecture for the AMS system. Means that each assignment team, 6 of you need to come out the architecture of your AMS system. Means inclusive of the sales and inventory join together understand? Then based on that, you separate out sales 3 people, 2 inventory people, 2. You get me? Okay. Now, use case diagram. Just draw the use case diagram for the AMS you do already. Okay. 1 use case diagram and the use case description. Then produce the overall architecture. This is just now what I say already. 1 diagram. This one you can consider how are you going to draw the architectural diagram. Okay. Now for the subsystem means that the ordering and the inventory each have different task diagram. Okay. If different task diagram. If you want to join into ordering and inventory into 1 task diagram, boleh. But you need to mention which classes is used in which system. You understand? Okay. So and then sequence diagram, okay, for each of the inventory. Now you may ask, how many sequence diagram? Actually, no. It depends. You just need to show the core part. The major sequence process you do already. You get it, okay? And user interface design, so just touch the screen now. Database design, that's it. Okay? So in the design assignment team is required to show the granularity level. So you have the architectural diagram and then you have the design diagram here. So under the each of the system design, you may need to show the at least 2 level of granularity. Understand? 2 level means that one is not so, one is a bit abstract, another one is more detailed. 2 level. You get me? Okay? That's it only. So after that, produce a report with the suggested section here, introduction, to explain what are you going to do in your assignment. Okay? Architectural diagram. Okay? Quality consideration for your MNS. What are the quality? Which one is you consider is the most important quality there? Understand? At least 2 or 3 quality. Important one, I know any quality one, but we cannot consider all the quality one. You understand? Okay. So just mention 2 or 3 quality which are very crucial in your mindset. Understand? Okay, when you design the system. And then the design here are all the diagram you put here. Okay? For the class diagram, sequence diagram don't put explanation, just put the sequence diagram. No need to explain what for is going to explain the sequence diagram. Sequence diagram actually is for the developer to see what they don't need to explain. And then class diagram, as I said, if you join together, okay, then you need to explain a bit. So which classes is used for system, which subsystem one, which classes is shared by all the class system, you get me? Okay? So, and then what else I'll ask you to do? Database design. Bear in mind, database design, 1 services consists of 1 database. Microservices, 1 microservices must have 1 database. If you have 3 microservices, 3 database. Understand? But I didn't mention that the database is very, very complicated. No, it's up to you. Depends on how you design. limitation okay, what's the limitation
每个人都有一个 microservice。
有一个 system，一个 microservice 好像讲的是一个 microservice，也就是一个 database，一个
very important look here.
一个 database for
Every semester also happen. Okay, that's why I need to make the rules become a bit strict already. Every team member is required to contribute to the assignment. Okay, 20 marks will be deducted from any reported case. Let's say you have 6 students in one assignment team, and then one of the members not do anything. Okay, ask him to do, ask him to do, simply do, okay. So if you found in this way, you may report to me. Don't wait until the submission. Okay, then let me know. Then I will ask the student if they need like that one. Okay, 20 marks is deducted not from the 100 marks. Let's say your team got score 80 marks, right? Okay, for example, then 20 marks deducted means that you only for the particular member you only score 60 maximum. Understand? Okay, so make sure all team members contribute. Understand? Because be fair to your friend also, okay. Don't ask one or two of your friends to do everything. Then what you do, you just have them to compile, save the document into PDF file and then submit. You get me? Okay, this one happened before. This one happened before because last time we used to ask students to print out the assignment and submit. Okay, that is a senior case that the team, all the team got 5 students, and then the 4 team members doing all the things, and then one of the team members did not do anything, and then the contribution is only to print out the report and submit. Then the member get the same score with others team member. Not fair, right? Others team member do the programming, do all everything, then you just take it here, I have to print out and I have to submit to the lecturer. Then you have all the same score. No, understand? Okay, do like this. Okay, so therefore, this is the first time I have to put this one already. Okay, now. Before you submit your assignment report, you need to attach this one, originality. Okay, detention every member to sign. Okay, sign, and then this is the cover page. Okay, this is the cover page. That's it. Okay, so I let you to decide. Okay, I let you to decide the team member. Okay, and then those who still cannot find a team member, please let me know as soon as possible. Don't wait until we fall you come to me. Cannot find a team member. Then how? Then also to make it ready because you find you submit ready, right? Isn't it? Okay, so please find your team member. Okay, maybe you can decide your team member now. Okay, after that, class rep help me to send me an email whatever, okay, the list of team members of each of the assignment team. Okay, yeah, now I give you 5 minutes, you decide your team member. Okay. Another thing is your design purpose services your intended system do not need to be very complex system on the understand. You can separate. It depends on you how you separate the services. One sales entity got a few microservices that need to perform those sales functions. You can use Google in terms of okay, just decide your team member now.
来分开讲。你不要走，不要走啊！加个尾巴，加个尾巴。
就你们家那个姓什么？加一个来的，我找新的可能都做不了，找新的都做不了，可能做不了也好。加微信或者那个新的咯。
没有住啊？
你不要过来，谁不要过来？
你要好，好像点一下我
这个的，
你讲什么？
可以。
你讲什么？叫我过来，你开始。哎，不知道。哎，你自己选的，知道。很难做，又难做啊！
你问3个，有问前面的吗？你看谁要
What? Did you啊，问那是啊？问哪一个？问哪一个？要进来？3个人啊？3个人，选一个啊。就那个自己做的那个。他也就是要走的意思啊。我去问先生，我也是这样。后来，所以呢。
Okay, have you decided your mental area? Okay. So now, yes. Any question you want to ask regarding assignment? No, then we shall proceed to the tutorial. Okay, so this is a tutorial. Okay, so how are we going to conduct the tutorial? Last,
Sorry，
we still have 1.5 hours. So many questions.
我得定格，我等下再给你讲。那个是谁？或者新人。
Okay, so now. Wow. So now. 8 of diagram go like this. So what is the question one is, okay, with the aid of diagram discuss in details the architecture life cycle activity. So in this case, is everyone got computer or laptop or what? Only mobile.
We have.
Okay, never mind. Because is it okay for you to use handphone to type? Any issue? Any difficulties when using handphone? Otherwise, I will ask you to come up and write the answer one. You prefer which way? I mean, you prefer to come up and write the answer. This is what I practiced last semester, but I think that is very efficient one. Okay, so or you prefer to share Google Docs and then you all access to the Google Doc and type in the answer. Okay. So now, because there is one drawback of using Google Doc is only those a few students is doing the Google Doc. Most of the students they are waiting for the answer. This is what I worry about. Yeah, I also asked other people also. Wait. I want to too many passwords already. Okay. Google Doc. Then in this case it's here that hold on. Too many. The ACS 2073 tutorial 1. your new list with me. I think next time you speak out my voice. I only can memorize a few things only. Okay. I only can memorize Brandon, Hannah,
我从这个
Sam,
上去。
你只有这个一辈子
Mehan, what is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, question one. I see. Question one, touch right. Okay. Make that ready. Okay. So question two, assign. Question two, Hema. Question two, Hema dua. Question three, Jason, Jason. Okay. Question four. Question four, Shanghai. Okay. Question five.
回收
You know after that I forgot already. Okay. Question four is Shanghai. Question five is Shenzhen. Question six.
回收
Question six is
回收威汉
Wenyao.
耶
Question seven,
威汉
Weihan.
耶
Question eight,
Brandon
Wei Song. Question nine, question nine,
他练
Zixin.
Google
Question
你
ten, oh, too many. Question 10-1. Question 10-1 is Yvonne. Question 10-2, Zhen Yi. Question 11, and this is the past bit from my note, okay? Question 11, question 11-1 is Xin Yi. Question 11-2
嘉义
is Chong Han.
是我第一题
11-3 no need to do first because this one haven't covered yet. This is chapter 3, okay? Then this is the 2022 past midterm. Question, this one
是哪个
1A. 1A, who want to answer? Sam, okay. 1B, 1B, yeah? 1B, Sylvian. 1C, wait again. 1C, Wenjun, 1C, Wenjun. 1D, Jackson, okay. That's it lah. Okay. Okay. Until here only. Okay. Because I believe that we are not able to finish all the questions. We do this one first. Okay.
那我要推一个轨迹
Anyone have written up the list already? Yeah, already. Oh, it's not here. It's supposed to be 24 students. Then all students here are leave. Then we can do the assignment.
Engineering perspective
个黄色的，是吧
？Yes, anyone yesterday cannot sign attendance? Yesterday class? Okay, hold on. I guess you can see the screen, right? The switch, okay. Okay, this is that. Hey. Come on. Oh, sorry. Okay. Even drink. Yesterday come on. Come on. Only say. Okay. Hi, lady. So today, what are not able to sign? Tuesday. Second part. Okay. Self-set. No. Eugene. No. Tan Sương Yin. Tan Sương Yen. Okay. Anyone? No one? Okay, then today all is here, right? Okay. I guess all still got to learn the computer. It's complete. Then we can start to discuss the questions. Okay, I guess by 12, 11:51. Okay, then we can start. By 12, we can start to discuss. yours is at week 3, Wednesday. Okay? 1 hour, 15 minutes, 2 questions. Chapter 1, 2, and 4. Chapter 1 to 4. You not inclusive of 3. Okay? Chapter 1 to 4. Okay, so now, by 12 o'clock, you can start attendance. You can start attendance already. 350099. For attendance, okay. For lecture, only one code for 2 hours. But for tutorial, because biologically, tutorial 1 hour, but since our tutorial is continuing 2 hours, so therefore you have to sign two times for attendance. So, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Now, you may start. So. Okay, tutorial 1, software design and fundamental. Actually, this one covers chapter 1 and 2. So what we have discussed in chapter 1 and 2 actually is a fundamental concept of introductory concept for our software design process. Okay, so first, when we want to design a system, okay, after the software requirement analysis, okay, but in software engineering, we always say requirement engineering. Okay, so then when you come to the design, then we based on what we have gathered the requirement, then we start to analyze, okay, we start to design the initial architecture for the system. Why I say initial? Because as we always know that, okay, we are going to keep on changing or amend and adjust the architecture. Okay, we cannot say that again. One time finish, then it's okay, no such thing. Okay, so from we start to design the software architecture, then definitely we need to know that, okay, what is the overall structure of our system. It means that we need to know that, okay, what are the items, okay, say a module component, okay, that form our system. Okay, then definitely for the initial one, we try to create a very abstract, okay, an abstract diagram to show the architecture of our system. Okay, then we will say, oh, this system consists of this main component or this consists of this main module. Do you get me? Okay, so therefore it's called the software architecture. Software architecture actually is a very high level design diagram, okay, that shows the plan or blueprint of our system, the entire system. Okay, so why we need to have a software architecture so that all the developer stakeholders involved in this project they will have an idea of initially, okay, this system is made up of what kind of system, what kind of subsystem, component, and so on. And then beside that, this software architecture allows decision making. Decision making means that a discussion or what are the concerns from different software developers. You get me? Okay. So let's say for a programmer, they will know, the team lead of a programmer or maybe the programmer lead, okay, they will ask, this is the main component. Then luckily they will know how is it. Okay, and then for the tester, they may try to say, these are the component. Is it the linkage of here? Is it easy to test or not? Is it to maintain or not? Maybe for the quality assurance, they will ask that when you decide this component and how the linkages are there, is it fulfill what is the requirement in terms of quality and so on? Understand? Or then maybe they can say, okay, so many components, and then what are the hardware requirement, this, that, or that, understand? Okay, so they will say, do we have sufficient budget or not? You get me? Okay, for the project planner, they will ask this. They will consider with this so many, let's say, these are the components. Okay, which component should start first? How many? What is duration is required? What is our budget? Okay, to do this thing. What are the tools is required? You get me? Okay, so these are some of the decision making. So therefore, to plot the architecture actually is very important. Okay, to plot the architecture is very important. Now, this is the architectural life cycle. As you can see that from architectural analysis, this is just intended for the architectural design only, not for the detail design. Okay, so architectural analysis. Okay, then from the set of requirement, that will determine when you want to do your architecture, design your architecture diagram, then you need to consider, okay, or define what is your architectural significant requirement, architecturally significant requirement. So this requirement normally is equal to your non-functional requirement. Okay, so based on that, then you design a system. Okay, maybe this component, access to this component, how is the coupling? Okay, and then how is the maintainability, speed, security, performance, whatever. Okay, so then from that, you try to design it and then you draw out the architectural diagram. Okay, and then from there, evaluate. Okay, okay or not, anything you will add in, anything you have missed out, anything you are not consider on that. Okay, then again, after that, you try to implement. Okay, realize the architecture by proceed to the detailed design. Detailed design mostly is on the subsystem and the component. Understand? Okay, then you really go into slowly level of detail. Okay, you decide. Okay, this subsystem consists of what are the components. Okay, and then each component, how this component works. Okay, what is the addition thing? Then you design it. Okay, how is the process? And then this one is really too not to that also. And then you maintenance keep on changing, maintain it, modify it, amend it, and so on. So this is the architectural life cycle. Okay, so I think it's explained already. Okay, so number two, wait, let me check your answer first. architectural implementation that is proceed to the design, architectural and so on. Okay. So what is software architecture and how does it differ from other forms of design? Software architecture actually is a abstract representation of the system. Okay. So it just provide sufficient abstract information in describing the component of the system. And their connection relationship only. But they are not going to in detail say that okay, how this component works and whatever. You get me? Okay. You're not going to go to the detailed process on each of how each component works. Okay. Okay. So architecture is focused on high-level organization. Yes. Between design focus on specific component. Yes. Okay. Construction is when you do the actual construction. Okay. As we say, construction design actually is when we really put the coding. Sometimes okay, you may find that is something very weird, some issue there. How come the design maybe missing something a bit like small pieces, or maybe cannot fulfill because maybe due to the language constraint. We know that these different languages are sometimes you cannot compare to certain things. Okay. So maybe from there you go back and design certain things, small part only. So this is construction design. However, certain developer they may say that construction design actually is your algorithm design. Okay, different point of view. Okay. Now, number 3, software architecture describe a high. What are the advantages of explicitly describing architecture independent from the implementation? Means that this is a separation of implementation. Okay. First thing is to provide a better understanding with a clear structure on the software. Understand? Implementation is pulling the radio. You get it? Okay. So in this case, with the design, it's more clearer. Okay. Without difficult to understand. If you put all the information in the design, it's a disaster, Understand? Okay, very difficult. Okay, means that your design is your integration is very close by into your design. And then another one is you separate out the information. Your design can be reused. Your design can be reused. Understand? Okay, you imagine you are a boss of the software development. Okay, you are doing all those business software, creating those business software as an accounting store. You can imagine that most of the system is almost the same one. Am I right? Okay, are you going to every time this customer do inventory system, another customer also do inventory system? Are you going to start design again from the draft? No. Am I right? Okay, business okay, you need to get the pay as fast as possible, right? Isn't it? So when separating this one, then you can reuse. Reuse means that you are not 100% copy and paste. You get me? You reuse whatever can, then you make certain amendment, and then in this case, it's more time saving, more resources saving. Am I right? Okay. So okay, we can reuse. Okay. So this time. Okay, on there. And then, what else? Help in earlier identification, easier maintenance, yes. Enable effective collaboration among the. Number 3, no. Number 3, no. Number 4 also no. Don't put 3 and 4. Okay, please remove it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So number 1, I say you can say facilitate the reuse of the design. Okay. So number 4, discuss how software architecture serves as a basis of analysis. What about decision making? This one we have already just now. I have already mentioned already. About decision making on from different perspectives, okay. On the decision, let's say for example, in terms of quality, okay, such as reliability, speed, okay, or maybe in terms of the concern of different role of developer, for example, the testability, okay, or maybe in terms of budget concern, okay, or maybe in terms of resources concern, okay. So this is I would say how software architect serve as a basis for analysis. You get me? Okay. So let me take our answer to that. Potential of bottleneck, area of development, yes. In terms of can empower related to system design, okay, this is quality lah. Prioritize maintainability, also empower for okay lah, okay. Okay. So number 5, discuss the different this one. Yesterday we have came across ability. Okay, so different between this one is system architecture is more on how the software map to the hardware. Do you understand? However, enterprise architecture is not only related to the system, it's referred also involved or input of the architecture of the entire organization. Okay? Entire organization, their process, their goal and so on, but not necessarily consists of the information system. Why? Because some, as what we discussed previously, the organization before that they may not have an information system. You get me? But they have already have their organizational structure. This is the enterprise architecture. But however, because of now the IT is part of our life already. And most of the organization, not most of 99.9%, okay, they are using an information system. So therefore, okay, this information system as the part of their organization enterprise architecture. You get me? Okay? So this is the difference. And this is directly from the user. Okay? So number 6. This one we have already discussed. Okay, I guess any question for this one? Any questions? You can relate to the purpose of this software architecture. Allow decision making, okay, reasoning, managing the change, okay, predicting system quality, enhancing communication. Yes, okay, because everyone have a clear and standardized picture on what our system is about. You get it, okay? So carrying early decision, okay, before proceeding to the detailed design and so on. Number 7, discuss the whole software design process activity from architectural to low. This one, very huge description, okay. In your slide, okay, in the slide there is a diagram there, okay. So from the architectural design, then you can proceed with the higher level design to this high level design. Actually, you may be a bit confused. Software architecture is also high level. This one high level design, this one, in compared to the software architecture, this one is not so high level. It's just maybe one level. Alright, after the architecture. Let's say for example, I have created the architecture for this one. Let's say for example, maybe I have created a very simple architecture like a structure chart. Like this one. Okay? So this is my architecture. And then the second high level, maybe you can go down again, okay, to provide a discussion on each of the components. Understand? Okay? Then you go to design, detail design, more information. How is the process of like each functions and so on. You get me? Maybe in the second high level, okay, you may say, okay, this component consists of what classes consists of what function. Very abstract one. And then in the detail design, and then in the classes there, maybe you can put in all the functions and the attribute, okay, and it shows the process of all the function, how the function works and so on. Okay, high level and more detailed level. So therefore, bear in mind the word granularity. Okay, so we come after high level, then you go to the detail design and the algorithm and the data structure. Identify the array, list, queue, stack. Okay, so that is that. Then this supposedly should be an iterative process. Okay, so top up and bottom up. Actually, this one, top down, bottom, and bottom up are design structures. Okay, top down is when we design system, we start from high level, and then we go to the details. This top down. Bottom up is from a detail level. Okay, maybe you start with a function. Okay, then you do another function, After that, you do a high level. Maybe you group this function, become a module, and then you become a subsystem, and so on. The other way around. So that's all. Okay, for top-down design. Top-down design is very suitable for you when you want to design a system from scratch. Okay, however, for the bottom-up, is mostly suitable when you want to do a system. Okay, based on another system. Okay, you just add in the module. Okay, so number 9, design principle, abstraction. Actually, there are many design principles now. Okay, what you cover is just design only. Okay, so abstraction start with an idea, concept, not moving. This is regarding to the different level of design. Then we have different level of abstraction. Definitely, high level design, they have a high level of abstraction. Lower level design, lower level of abstraction. Abstraction is summarized, am I right? Summary, okay? Less info. So high level may have abstract information but sufficient. Understand? Abstract information but sufficient. Remember, when you design system, different level of design, you need to provide different level of abstraction but with sufficient information. Not too over, not too abstract. Understand? Okay? So, decomposition and modularization means that we try to decompose the system into different individual units. Okay, so that each individual unit can perform the intended task. Why we need to do like that is because this will provide us some quality data, let's say low complaint and high operation. Okay, and easy to maintain. Okay, encapsulation this is each of when we decompose each module or each object or each component, they have hide the internal data and functions from the outside world. Why? Because they don't want outside external entity to directly access to the data. One is for security issue okay. Another one is because of the maintainability issue also. Okay. Therefore, in order to access the data or in order to access the function, means that in order to tell or to ask the module or the component to do things, we need the component to provide a way. So this way, what we call the way here, actually is your interface of the component. Understand? So therefore, when you design into a component level, then you need to decide first what is the interface should a component have. How many interface, and then how this interface structure looks like. Means that let's say the parameter, the data, and so on. Remember, interface is just a method without implementation. Okay, so then you need to have implement the interface so that you can provide every implementation with the same interfaces. Okay, so encapsulation, coupling, this one, less coupling, high cohesion, and then coupling got different type of coupling and different type of cohesion. Please refer back to your notes. Separation of interface and implementation, yes, definitely. Okay, so each component may have different interfaces, but the implementation should be separated out from the interface. This is we practice the polymorphism. Okay, sufficient and completeness. Yeah, completeness. Do everything? No, you are not going to do everything. Okay, how are you to achieve everything? Just based on your specification. Even though your specification not able to satisfy all the specification also, you get me? Okay, so therefore, just you need to determine certain threshold that what you mean by this system or subsystem can be implemented already to the customer base. What is your criteria? Maybe this this component can be used, okay, no problem, when how many percentage of the test cases is successful. You get me? Or how many percent of the requirement is already achieved already. Okay, so this is the okay, sufficient and experience. Okay, number 10. Who's doing this one? Okay. Need to read through first. A newly established software development house has received its first business that requires system to develop an online toy selling system. The director requests the development team to proceed to coding in order to deliver the system to the customer as early as possible. However, the software manager insists to produce an initial architecture of the system before start the coding. The software manager also insists to have a presentation of the system architecture or structure in different level skills. Number 1, why the software manager insists? Provide this answer. Okay, so you will have a clear understanding on the system that you are going to do. Okay, so serve as a blueprint, develop an initial architecture before moving enable better planning and allocation of resources. Yes. Okay, so you can mention of if you directly deliver the product, okay, then it will cause how to say unforeseen error. As an unforeseen error to cover that in this case it will cost you more resources. Okay. Number 2, why you have different level of details? Because if you put different level of details provide better understanding of the system. Imagine that if you put everything inside into only one detail level, it is very difficult to understand. Okay. So secondly, break the system down into different level of abstraction, help to manage the complexity. Yeah, correct. Okay. So different level of abstraction, this one is equal to this one is very huge scenario. Please read the scenario first. Okay. For those who do not attend this session, please read the scenario first. This engine tuning system. Okay. Number 1, this is a system that first time they're doing the engine tuning system. You can tune the engine. Okay. So for the performance and how the oil consumption okay, what is the impulse okay, impulsion on the engine and whatever okay. So the system is specifically purposed for monitoring and tuning the engine parts for a new sport car manufacturer, which the company was established 2 months ago. The manufacturer is providing specific car for racing purpose. I think this one is for during the MCO. Okay, very familiar expression. There is a contract signed between the manufacturer with one of the car racing components, where the engine is only intended for the cars used by the car racing company. The software is the first version and there are limited reference can be used for the development due to privacy and confidentiality in the car engine manufacturing industry. However, there are still some APIs that can be taken in consideration for the development of the system. Due to the limited development time, the development team has started their work earlier. Architect has studied the entire engine prototype and found that the engine is built in terms of the combination of different parts. I think it's a component. Each part has its own features to perform. The architect has completed several parts of the software architecture. He has invited the project manager, test manager. Okay, in this case, okay, examine two reasons of software test manager is invited in the discussion of the architecture. Explain your answer. Now, why? Explain why test manager is involved. Integration of testing, yes, requirement, okay. Okay, you allow the test manager, okay, to understand, okay, what kind of integration test should be applied, okay. And then secondly, quality assurance strategy contribute to the development of an effective quality assurance strategy by aligning test effort with the specific challenges and requirements of the racing, okay, and then to allow the test manager, okay, to raise the concern regarding the testability of the system, okay. Number two, since this is the first version of the software, the architect has decided to apply bottom-up approach as analyze three challenges. What is the challenges that the architect will face when apply bottom-up? Because there, hold on, I'll let you answer first. They said there will be increase and uncertainty and confusion of the software as it does not have a clear idea of the low level. Maybe I guess that you don't put incompatibility with bottom approach. It's very ambiguous with the explanation you provided. Maybe you cannot, you say that, okay, do not have the overall idea or understanding of the system. Okay? Better. So number two, challenge two. Limited reference and confidentiality, yes, okay, because everything is PNC, then how to develop? You get it? Okay? Yes. Number three, time constraint, yes. And then number four, you can put that is some APIs still can use. But however, these APIs they may have different way of integration. You get me? Okay? So it's quite challenging also. Okay? So number three, this one no, this is another chapter. So question one, Sam, okay, I have voiced out so many questions. Explain two reasons why software architecture is needed. This one almost the same with the importance of software architecture. Okay, so allow decision making on the quality. Okay, provide overall understanding on the system to be built. Okay, allow communication between the developer. Okay, so allow to achieve a consensus between developer on the system to be built. Okay, and so on. Okay, so this is the statement. Alright, so number B, implication. This one, these are the implications of the software. Okay, I guess you need to select three and then expand on that. Okay, so architecture is a set of software structure. Yes, architecture is a set. A set means that it consists of more than one different type of structure inside. Okay. So why they can relate to the different view? Okay, this one as we discussed on previous classes. Okay, architecture we can even show just what is the component only. Okay, and we can have another diagram to show how the software is being implemented. the structure is different one. Am I right? Okay. So because it's intended for different purpose and it's intended for different stakeholder or role of people. Okay. So and then this different structure is also for different view. Understand? Different view. Okay. Imagine. Okay, how this different structure is related to the decision of quality. How this different structure is related to the quality issue. This one, please remind me to discuss when we discuss the 4+1 view of software, Hutchins 4+1 view. Okay. So number B is an expression. Why is an expression? Because it provides different level of abstraction during the software design. Okay, so different level of abstraction, different level of information. Every software system has a software architecture. Yes, even though a small software system has an architecture also. However, not all architecture is a good architecture. Okay, not all architecture is a good architecture. Architecture include behavior, yes, it shows the connection, okay, on how the component works within of a certain component or module. That's it. Okay. Number C, 3 examples of activity performed during a software architecture design stage. Okay, identify and specifying the AXR. Is it AXR? Architecturally significant requirement item. Evaluation of the architecture, okay, documenting the architecture, common sense, common sense, okay. D, predict the effect on online shopping system if the system does not fulfill the quality requirement, which are correctness, completeness, and efficiency. What is the effect? The system is not able to perform the functions correctly. Okay? The system is not able to achieve the required goals. Okay? The system is not able to efficiently perform the functions with the process may consume more resources. Okay? During the operations. Okay? Finish it.
Yeah.
Okay, any question in class? Any question? For your homework, please go and find this solid principle. Solid principle. Okay? GG. Anak GG, Google. Google the solid principle. Okay. Understand? Then, who want to become the volunteer? Behan. Who's Behan?
He's a good student.
Yeah.
Oh, 4.0. Anyone got 5.0?
Check.
4.0 Okay, all 4.0 more better.
Yeah, all more better. When also.
When also?
When also.
Okay. So, want to become the volunteer is to produce some summary notes for this one, solid principle. Who is the most hardworking student in this group?
Brandon.
Behind also.
Brandon.
Brandon. Okay. Okay. So, summarize now. Okay, the solid principle. Just the principle only. Okay. Yeah. And then share on the Google Classroom. Okay. And then, how about this one? A bus ticketing system is proposed to the ABC bus company for the following objective: increase sales, provide more convenient way for ticket reservation, centralize information regarding bus ticketing for all branches. During the requirement engineering phase, the requirement from the user or stakeholder is confirmed, and the software architect found that the most of the requirement from the user stakeholder are not really help in shaping the architecture and even not useful in determining the requirement of architecture. Discuss two ways of why divergence manifests. It's why. Why? Why? Why the how to say why the architecture not useful in determining the requirement of architecture. Why? Because first thing is why the user not really help in shaping. Because first thing the user may not have a clear idea on what the system is going to do. Understand? Okay? And the user maybe is reluctant to change. Okay? Thirdly, the requirement given by the user actually does not fulfill the goals of the company. Understand? Okay? It's happened also when you go out and get the requirement, the user only own their company. Maybe they just think of for their sake, for their own sake of convenience. Understand? There's a mission, but that however this thing is not what the company wants. You get me? Okay? So, and then so therefore they come out with the requirement. This requirement is really not what is intended one. Okay? So therefore when you based on this requirement, you try to gather the ASR to drive out the architecture. So therefore definitely the system really not useful lah. You get me? Okay? So this is why this happens. Number B. Why business goals and objectives play an important role in gathering architectural requirement? Because the architectural requirement, when you want to do the architectural requirement, must fulfill the business goal. Am I right? Okay, must fulfill the business goal. Okay, so this RSR actually is a non-functional requirement that also help in fulfilling the objective and business goal of the company. Okay, so therefore, without the business goal, without fulfilling the business goal and objective, there is no point that you're going to create a system. Understand? Why you want to create something that does not fulfill the goals of the company? Get me? Okay. So therefore, in the project, when you write the project, you need to write down your project objective. What is the objective they are going to fulfill? If you not fulfill, what is the point that you create a system? Understand? Okay? That's it. Okay? Okay, any question? Any question? Ask. Any question? That's any question? Sam, any questions? Yihao. Where's Yihao here? No. Jackson? Any question? No. Okay. Jason? Any question? Who's Jason? Who's Jason? Jason, J-S-O-N, J-S-U-N, yeah. Jason, yes. Any question? No. And then, I try to, why I want to answer this because I try to memorize something. Okay. Brandon? No question. And then, how about Cixuan? Any question? No, Cixuan here. Subject, any question? No. Emma, any question? No question? Okay. Second question. Okay. So, that's right. No question. Okay, brother. Okay, no question. I guess we can dismiss the meeting. Okay. See you on next week for lecture, and then have happy